Canva presents the killer of productivity. It was an ordinary workday until...
Oh no, this meeting, it could have been an email.
Run.
Canva had a creative solve.
Get email. I'll just put the info the team needs in a Canva doc, and I'll make it visual with images, charts, and graphics.
Bring productivity killers to justice with creativity. Love your work at canva.com.
Hello and welcome to Lifetime in Court, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
I'm Tyler Davis.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Tyler
Davis is here. Tyler Davis
Tyler
is interesting.
Davis.
Very interesting. Because I've been wanting to get you on the podcast for a long time because you strike me as someone who is not a fan of Lifetime or Hallmark. Am I right?
Not really. I think I watched one in like health class in high school.
Sure. Very
And
standard.
that's about it.
Like the
Yeah.
PSA ones.
Yeah, PSA.
Yeah. Something about an eating disorder.
Right. You know, we covered those.
Okay.
We covered those.
Yeah, we covered the
on
eating
the
disorders.
podcast.
Mhm, yeah.
So, yes, very problematic. It
Yes.
should not be shown in health class. But I'm glad that's your gateway
Yeah.
into Lifetime. And now you're fully submerged, right? You're so into it.
You're
Yeah.
a fan now.
You're a fan
Forever
now,
a
for
fan.
real. You're a forever fan.
All right.
It's like you watch one, and then you're
You're
in.
in.
You're in.
You're in now, Tyler.
They've got me.
Tyler.
It's like a what is that? Like a gang?
An indoctrination.
Like a cult?
Like once you're in. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a cult.
Yeah.
A cult. Indoctrination.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've indoctrinated you, Tyler.
Okay.
You're
Yep.
in it to win it.
Yep.
So, today, well, also another reason why I had Tyler on for this specific one is because the movie that we're talking about today is called Deadly Influencer.
Oh.
And I was like, who is an influencer in my life?
Oh,
And I'm like, Tyler.
Tyler Davis. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
obviously.
Yeah.
sure.
You know? So, it's just the perfect fit.
So this is this like just from the title, is this in response to like some of this crazy shit that's going on with the Instagram
Yeah. Yes.
influencer murdery?
Sure.
Okay.
Less Instagram, more YouTube, this movie.
Gotcha.
So I brought a clip for you of an influencer because I'm 100% sure that you don't watch influencers on YouTube.
I don't. I try not to.
But have
Sometimes
you
I do.
ever?
Yes, I have accidentally.
Okay.
I think.
I brought a clip today of my favorite influencer. Her name is Emma Chamberlain. Okay. She's 17. She just turned 18 probably. She's a teenager. She lives alone in LA now because she got so rich and famous off of YouTube that she moved to LA, has a place, and, you know, she was like a high school YouTuber and then blew up. She makes,
gonna
let me
be-
tell you how much money she makes, Drew.
Oh God.
I don't.
So
I don't know.
per day, she makes $6,000 a day from her videos. Okay? Her videos are like 15 minutes long. She has 7 million YouTube subscribers and 60 million total views. Okay? And this is
gonna
what
try to-
people are watching.
I'm gonna try to
Okay?
get.
Here we go.
I'm gonna try to
People like to say that I'm actually a quirky teen, and I am. I'm a teen. And so it just makes sense that I would also come up with a summer bucket list, and I'd check that shit off as summer goes along, and I would have the best summer ever, right? Because I see everyone else doing it, and now I want to do it. Here's the plan. Okay. Game plan. Tonight, I'm going to make a very cute and colorful
So she basically
summer
does
bucket
little
list.
projects.
And I'm gonna get some ideas from people online because there's
On
no way I
YouTube.
can come up with this shit
You
on
know?
my own. Tomorrow, I'm gonna spend the whole day trying to do every activity on my summer bucket list in one day. Because guess what? I don't have time to waste. Summer's almost over.
True,
Yeah,
your
you do.
face.
So I'm going to just do all of the activities
You
in
literally.
one day.
You
that's
have
on my
time to
summer
waste.
bucket list.
You have. That's actually now what you have.
Right.
Now You've done what you
You
gotta
make
do.
so much money, you have time to waste. So yeah, she releases like one video
I do
a week.
kind of like her sass.
Well,
she's got some sass.
That's why she's my favorite one, because
Okay.
she's not like trying to be like a beautiful Instagram model.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she is beautiful, but she's usually doing her videos with no makeup. She's kind of like, I'm a procrastinator. I have to do these videos now because they make money. And here I am doing a bucket list. Okay. And I'm going to fail at it. It's going to be terrible, but you're still going to watch it and I'm going to make money.
That's fine.
You know?
You know what?
Yeah.
Fine. Good for her.
Right?
Yeah.
She's just right spot, right
I
time.
get mad, but I think it's just from jealousy.
Oh, this is totally a jealousy
I'm
thing for
just
influencers. I'm like,
jealousy.
I could have, if I was 17, I would have been the perfect
would've.
YouTube
Yeah, it seems like it's
person.
just a lot of
Killed.
luck.
I would
Like,
Yeah.
killed on YouTube.
through. What gets me is like I'm a pretty heavy YouTube user. I probably watch like 3 hours of YouTube a day, and there's never like I've never heard of her, and there's probably hundreds like her with millions of followers
Yes.
that like no one else knows about.
It's very niche.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Somehow
Somehow
enough
you have
people,
60
but there's
million
enough,
views.
There's enough people on the internet that it's perfectly spread out. Like everything's like,
Well, and they don't really cross over into anything else. Like she's never going to cross over into anything. She's
No.
never going to be on a Lifetime movie. You know what I mean? She won't really hit it
Well,
big.
she might.
I mean, please, if she's in a Lifetime movie, we're covering it.
she can do whatever she
covering
wants.
But yeah, so this movie is kind of Lifetime's very wrong interpretation
Yeah.
of that.
Okay.
Very, very wrong.
Very wrong and problematic.
And
Say the name again.
it's called Deadly Influencer.
Deadly influencer.
Uh,
Okay.
it might have a different title on IMDb. I'll tell you the stars, and maybe that will help you find it.
Okay.
So we have Megan Taylor Campbell, Abby Ross, and Annie Dudendek.
Dudendek.
All very
Dudendek.
Canadian people.
Yeah.
This one was straight up all in Canada. So, yes, we'll jump into the movie and we will talk about it.
Oh, Dudek. And Dudek.
Oh, wait, before we do that, I have business. Oh my God, I almost forgot my business. Hashtag
business
business on the top.
time.
Because Tyler not only is an established influencer of my life and now yours, and a Lifetime cult member, he's also an excellent reader.
Oh,
So
He's good at reading out loud.
he's good at reading out
Yeah.
loud, a skill I lack.
Yeah, I'm not good at it either.
I hated reading in class. That was like always the worst. Like, does someone want to read this passage? I'm like, not me, bitch. All right, so we have a review, nice review today. It's a little bit longer, but Tyler, he put in his eye drops. He can see very well.
Oh, chick from House and Dudek. Yeah. Anyway, got it.
Great non sequitur. You're ruining business, Drew. This is all about business.
Business time.
Yes, write reviews.
Top hat on.
Okay, here we go.
all right. This is a 5-star review.
Fuck yeah.
I'm one of those people who watch all Hallmark, Ion, Up, Freeform, BET, TV One, and Lifetime, etc.
Damn.
Christmas movies, and any Lifetime movie that piques my interest. Usually the ones about famous people or their rom-coms. I simply adore Patrick. He is, as Wendy Williams says, a friend in my head. I enjoy his funny and
Okay.
insightful commentary,
Yeah.
and when I write my Christmas movie, he will be my gay best friend, and we will wonder how we two POCs, I am Haitian, ended up in this Christmas movie, LOL, and I will move him from boxes of wine to bottles of wine. You are too classy for boxes, Patrick. Drew Bear is a great co-host, and they have great rotating co-hosts. Stay for the What You Say, Candace Cameron Bure ending. It is fun, fun, fun.
Hell
Right?
yeah. What's
Isn't
the
that
name on
awesome?
there? What was the name on that?
The user?
yeah, user.
Hold
that
up.
needs a shout out, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
That comes to us from Saruv.
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 Thanks, Saruv. That's so nice.
Saruv, Haitian Saruv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a writer.
And a writer. Dude,
Writing Lifetime movies.
Saruv, write that Lifetime
Oh,
movie.
write it. Put us in it.
I'll be the best friend, dum dum.
Why are you all of a sudden the best friend? You have to be like
I'll be the dumb dumb idiot best friend.
I want you to be like the alcoholic murderer.
Oh, that's fine. I can do that too.
Or like a sexy
I could be
gardener.
anything exactly.
For real?
Just
right,
remind me, and I'll get
Yeah.
my back waxed.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right when the movie was done, I did Google how to write a Lifetime movie, thinking like I could do that. You can't just submit stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you need
that's-
like an agent and
Lame.
Well,
How normal
find an
movies work.
agent,
Just
start
like how-
writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
like
how
how-
it works. You know, Lifetime seems like the place where you can just kind of like pop by and be like, "Hi, and here I am."
It's not
think.
like willy nilly like Netflix.
Right.
You gotta actually have an agent.
All right. So, business time over. Everyone write a review of the podcast. 5 stars emojis, please. Okay, now let's jump into the
Top
movie.
hat off, Hawaiian shirt on.
Yes, deadly influencer. So we have Skylar, okay? She has black hair. She's very pale. Almost like a Morticia Adams vibe.
She's very gothy.
Other than
looking.
being pale, she kind of looks like AOC,
What's that?
the Congresswoman.
Oh, yes. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is, I thought, what direction they were going at first. And I'm
That would be
thinking,
that'd be
okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, but she's very business. Speaking of business, and she is having a social media party for her friend Monica. Now, Monica is a social media influencer. She puts out videos and stuff, or she might be an Instagram person. I think.
They never really go
They don't
into
really
what
say.
she does.
She doesn't really have videos, but she just has like a picture in a circle, and it's like, "Yay, Monica got 20,000 or 200,000 subscribers."
Nice.
And they're like, have a party, and everyone's cheering. And Monica like steps out on the balcony, and she gets a call from the big agency, the big talent agency.
Oh,
The legitimate.
Yeah, they're like, we're ready
Agency.
to take it to the next level, and let's do the meeting. And they basically want her to sign a contract with them.
yeah.
And she's like, yes, I'm
Do
so
it.
down.
Yeah, do
So
it.
she hangs up the phone, and she turns around, and there's Skylar. And Skylar's like, who are you just talking to?
Is she
Yeah.
is she tilting her head forward and kind of to
Yes.
the side?
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what
The whole
she-
movie, actually.
That's what she looks like she would do the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
This actress is going for the evil.
Yeah.
Evil character.
Fuck yeah. I'm
So,
in.
yeah. And she's like, I'm having none of this. Like, I am your manager. We are going to get to the next level together.
Yeah.
I got you 200,000 followers. And Monica's like, I just want to just do my own thing. Well, she gets like, I don't know exactly how it happens. I think like they just like start talking really close, and then Monica falls over the edge of the balcony.
Yeah.
'Cause
What?
They're on a ledge of a balcony.
Oh, she just dies.
Well, she
Wow.
doesn't die. She gets unconscious and goes to the hospital.
Okay.
But Skylar tells everyone that she was real drunk at the party celebrating and fell over.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know? So at the hospital, Monica's mom, who looks like Katherine Heigl,
Yeah.
like a knockoff Katherine Heigl, which Katherine Heigl should totally be in Lifetime movies. Lifetime, you're really slacking on this. She's the total perfect person to be in a Lifetime movie.
Is it Julia? Is that her mom?
I don't know what the name
I'm
of
only
the mom.
looking at these.
Hell if
things.
I know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Blonde?
She's
I don't know.
blonde, yeah. She's blonde
That
and
one?
looks like Katherine Heigl.
That one?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
her.
Okay.
So she learns that her daughter is paralyzed, or not paralyzed.
Yeah.
She's just in a coma.
Yeah.
And she's like very not a fan of social media.
Yeah, and the best part of this scene is the doctor comes up to her and he goes, "Actually, the alcohol in her system saved her life. Her body went limp as she fell," which is like the oldest sort of urban myth.
Yeah, there's like
Yes.
feel like he survived the fall from his parachute not coming out because he was wasted.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Skylar is like, oh fuck, I did this wrong. She's still alive. Like, what am I gonna do? She goes over and looks over Monica's body in the hospital, and she's like,
She tilts her
she
head
like,
down
yeah.
into the
Oh, yeah.
She's like looking for the plug or like whatever, but she can't find it. She gets a text from a girl named Jessica. And a Jessica is her next social media client, moving to town from another town. And her name's Jessica Lake. She does YouTube videos very similar to Emma Chamberlain, actually. She's like a teen, like talking about high school, like doing all these things.
And a lot of like fashion stuff.
Yeah, she's more into fashion, not like Emma Chamberlain, and she's very excited to like start this new chapter in her life because her and her mom are moving. I don't know what happened that made them move, but they're moving in the middle of the
That's a whole
in
other
the
movie.
middle of the school year,
That's a whole other movie right there.
and Skylar and Jessica have been emailing back and forth over 200 emails. They specify. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of emails. Also, why are we counting?
That's more emails than I've ever sent in my whole life.
Right. And we get a little flash of like Skylar's home life. So she has a sister who's not her sister. She's like
Her cousin, Doreen.
Okay.
Doreen. And with a name like Doreen, she's homely. and she works like a night shift as a waitress at a
Sure,
diner.
absolutely, she does. Works at Denny's.
And Skylar's mom is dead. Okay, her mom died. She has no parents. It's just her and Doreen living in her mom's house. And Skylar is very, or Doreen is like, Skylar, you're very controlling, just like your mom. You're both control freaks. Blah blah blah. So they're setting that up a little bit, setting it up. So at school, Jessica meets a hot guy, and his name's Rick. And she's like, Rick. Oh, Rick's great. But Skylar's like, no time for boys. You need to focus on me and your social media career. And Jessica's like, I'm just here at school, being in school, doing my school stuff. But
Rick's on the football team.
He's on the football team. He's like a hunk. Not hunk. Actually, he wasn't really that hot. No. But he's like hot.
Yeah.
He's like hot in the movie.
Quote unquote, yeah.
But didn't do anything for me. This was no twunk situation, Drew.
That's fair.
Now that you have that vocabulary in your language. So Jessica gets in trouble with the teacher. Like, and the teacher is like a substitute or something, like a new teacher. And she's like, can you stay after class? Jessica, you're in trouble. Turns out the teacher is her mom.
Jessica's mom.
Oh.
So she's like, haha, daughter, just kidding. Yeah. How do you like school? What's going on?
I just want to talk to you. I'm bored.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird, but they have like their mother-daughter talk.
Yeah. Luckily, there was an opening for a substitute on her first day.
Right.
It all kind of lined up.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Monica, remember her, she is making a speedy recovery back at the hospital. And
thank God.
Much to Skylar's dismay, Skylar's like, oh, what? I pushed her really hard.
Yeah, but I pushed her like super hard off the
really
ledge.
hard. I mean, she was drunk really hard. She was drunk really hard off the ledge.
Is this the first of many of Skylar's mirror speeches to herself?
Yes.
Oh, they're so good.
So true.
Evil mirror speeches.
She talks to the mirror,
Yeah.
and she tells herself that she wants to be in charge, right?
She punctuates every one of these speeches with staring right into her own eyes and saying, "Don't be weak."
Yes.
Don't be weak.
Don't be weak. She's like,
you must be in charge of your destiny.
She's staring at herself. Get that dick. Get that dick.
Right?
Get that dick all day.
You know, but it's not even that, because like her managing kind of has like a lesbian undertone to it too.
She's like, get that pussy.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension there.
Okay. Oh boy. But yeah, so she decides to order a nursing outfit online with glasses. And she makes fake credentials with her like little like computer and prints them off.
She gets all hacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like hacker, like hacking.
She like buys a vial of something online.
Yeah, that's never really described how she got poisoned.
Sure. I mean, we don't
Deep web.
Yeah, whatever. It's just it's poison. It has like a little skull and crossbones on it, probably. And she sneaks into the hospital, goes to Monica's room, puts something in the IV, and then sneaks out totally undetected.
Brilliant.
You know? So then
it.
Monica, of course, is dead. Meanwhile, because that's all happening.
Poor Monica, she was
at
so
like
young.
Nighttime. Jessica and her mom are talking about the dangers of social media. And I brought a clip because this cannot be explained. One thing about the clip, I watch these movies only 2 times the speed, so it is a little faster than you're going to be used to.
Okay.
Hold on.
Noted.
Right.
Because I'll be like, that seems weirdly fast.
But it was like a 1 minute and 30-second scene, so I like had to speed it up a little bit, like 50%.
That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
Social media, the root of all evil. No, of course not. I believe everything in moderation. Besides, like, fix a post, they just prey on our basic human weaknesses. Loneliness, the need to belong. Promises there can be very false.
How is having a community false?
Because it's not a community. Not for real. I mean, humans being together. That's a community, not some culture based on how many likes or followers we can get.
Well, I guess so. But there has to be some good in it. Social media is here to stay, Mom.
Yeah, it can be a great tool for reaching people. I just think we need balance. And too much of this stuff desensitizes us to reality. Do you remember the other night we were out to dinner and we saw those people sitting at the table across from us?
They were all looking at their phones.
And not with each other. They were family. IRL. And in real life, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
You get it.
Can we?
Can
Can we do all the clips at 50%?
Well,
It was like she looked like she was on coke. She just snorted. She's like,
It's a real
social media is
it's a real Gilmore Girls vibe.
sure. Yeah. I mean, well,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
it's
is, like, you don't miss anything because the pauses in the dialogue for Lifetime movies are so long.
right.
That
no, you don't.
you
But it does change. It changes
the vibe, yeah.
a little bit. If it was out of context, if you didn't know it was 50.
Sure. Yes.
But I
so,
do love that.
But basically, like they're getting very preachy about social media in this movie and setting it up as their like thesis for the movie, right?
Yeah.
Social media
I mean,
is
she
bad.
has a point. She has a point.
Yeah.
Which is like, you just need balance. I don't know.
Right.
Look, I don't know. I'm just an old lady. I don't know. I don't care.
So she's like, I don't want to be all preachy old lady, but she totally is. But so Monica, her death like rocks the school. Everyone's like coming to school in black. They're like wearing veils. They're crying. They have like little shrines to Monica everywhere. You know, it's like very dramatic.
Yeah.
But you know, not really. No one actually cares. No one cares.
It's over pretty quick.
Yeah, no one cares. They're just like, oh, whatever. And no one connects Skylar to anything. They're just like, oh, she just died. Whatever.
Skylar did the perfect crime.
Well, I
committed
guess
the
she
perfect crime.
did. I guess she did.
Well,
And Skylar and Jessica bond because both their parents are dead. So
Okay.
I guess Jessica's dad died. So maybe that's why she moved. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know.
He's in prison. It's a whole other movie. It's a different.
But
Yeah.
after
Lifetime
talking about their dead parents, we get a fashion makeover. And you know I love a good makeover, and this like delivered on the makeover.
Did it?
For
Great.
real. It was like Skylar's getting the makeover. So
Okay.
before she was wearing I don't know.
black
and
and
then she's
tilting
wearing
it.
like a skirt. You know,
Yeah.
makeover complete.
Oh, it was like, take your glasses off and put your ponytail
Put your
on.
hair
Yeah,
down.
take
Yeah.
your hair down. Total,
Like,
total.
Oh, whoa, she's hot, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Whoa, she's great." And she's like, Skylar's feeling very inspired. She's like, "Jessica, this is the thing for your vlog. You're gonna do makeovers for all the students in school. You're gonna be a fashion icon,
Yeah.
and like use that social media
Brilliant.
persona." And Jessica's like, "Sounds great.
Great
I
idea.
love fashion." So the new direction actually does like catapult Jessica to like 2,000 followers or whatever. And now Jessica can't go anywhere without her classmates like fangirling over her. Like taking
Yeah.
out pictures and be like, oh my God, it's Jessica Lake.
Well, and this is what got me is
It
that
was so weird.
I don't think it's explained like how that happens.
Right.
It's like, oh, Skylar's just a great manager, but like what she doesn't really do. We don't see what she does.
No, or the videos.
It's all
or-
off camera.
It's just,
All of the
they don't-
social media
yeah, they don't have
is
time
off
for that
camera.
shit. They don't have time for that shit.
or a
Right
budget
now.
for like the design of
Yeah,
a-
the design, like watching a YouTube
Yeah.
a video. It's like,
Right.
hey everyone, I'm.
hey guys, it's me, Jessica Lake.
Don't forget to rate and subscribe. And point down. They
Yes.
point down.
Yeah.
Rate and subscribe. Like,
Click the bell.
if you forgot.
So, everyone's taking selfies with her, and like that guy, the hot guy, Rick, he's like, "Hey, you know, not because you're famous or anything, but do you want to go on a date?" And she's like, "Oh, that's great." So she's like, "But you have to bring a friend for Skylar because she's my friend." And he's like, "No problem." So they go on their double date, and at the double date, everyone is taking pictures of them. It's like they're celebrities in their town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and the boys are like, "This is weird," but the guy Adam is the other guy who's supposed to be with Skylar. He's like, "Okay, well, let's get out of here, Skylar." And then goes outside, and he gets like a little too handsy, and she's like, "Don't touch me! Do not do that!" And he keeps going, and she just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and
fun.
she's like, "I said, don't touch
I
me.
said don't touch
so
me."
don't really don't."
And
Which I'm fine with that.
I am of Satan.
Right.
I
Yeah.
worship Satan.
And she's
I
like,
am-
if you keep going, it's gonna get worse. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, she says that
big
shit?
threat.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
badass.
So
dude.
she is
Fuck
not
yeah.
having any of it. So you know she's capable of beating people up or killing her friend Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's capable of anything.
Because she listens to Marilyn Manson. That's why. That's why she's capable of
She
all that.
looks like she would
Yeah.
pre-makeover.
She probably hasn't. she's too young to know who Marilyn Manson is.
And
Right.
we're too old to know who the equivalent is.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So fuck
Billie
us.
Eilish.
Billie Eilish, is that the guy?
She loves Billie Eilish.
Yeah, she loves
Billie Eilish is a girl.
I'm gonna say also Slipknot. But
Okay, great. So Doreen is left at home being homely, you know, she's just like working and going home. And she's like going through all of Skylar's stuff. Like she's like very suspicious of her and like jealous of her.
wait, who is
Doreen, the cousin.
cousin.
Oh, cousin. Okay, yeah.
And she sets up like a fake social media account or something and like reaches out to Jessica to be like, hey, I'm Skylar's cousin, let's be friends.
Yeah. This is after she finds the scrubs, too.
Yeah.
She finds the nurse scrubs.
So she's on
she
to...
finds some scrubs.
And you know what
She's
that
on her, she's like
means.
looking at her laptop and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Doreen is trying to get things done in this town. She's the only one who cares about Monica's death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't even know Monica, but she just knows that.
But she's
it's suspicious.
She's being a detective about it.
Right,
She's
'cause
like,
there is
"Something
no
is
detective in this
fucky,
movie."
Something's fucky.
But they plan to do a surprise party. So, for Skylar.
Okay.
Because she hates surprises, I guess. I'm like, Doreen's motives for putting the party on like seem shady, but then it ends up just being a surprise party, and I'm like, what was the point of this?
And a fun thing. Is it like her birthday or something?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I think
but
so.
it's like,
Okay.
I guess Skylar's mad because she didn't want anyone to know that Doreen was her relative or existed.
All right, that's weird.
You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Daria Quinn situation.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
So more social media happens.
I like that. Okay, that makes more sense. Daria Quinn.
Daria and Quinn.
So I get
Yeah.
that more than any other reference that we've made.
Great. So we get like a little like clips of social media and like fangirling at the clothing store and whatever. So at the surprise party, which is pretty lame, it's like a banner and like a birthday cake or something. It's a lame party. But Skylar is so mad. She takes Doreen like to the garage. She's like, how dare you throw me this party? How dare you tell anyone we're related? You're ugly and disgusting.
Which she isn't.
Which she isn't. No, she's
from the picture.
she's totally fine.
Yeah.
But she's supposed to be like so homely, so like ugh, working at night, being a waitress.
Ugh, she works at Denny's.
Exactly. Before she goes to the garage to like talk to Doreen, she talks herself up in the mirror and says, "Don't be weak again."
Yeah.
And
But
get that pussy / dick. Get that pussy
Right.
/ dick.
she's like, Doreen, we're gonna get you a rideshare car. I can't even say it because it's not even real. And she says a rideshare car. We're gonna get you a rideshare car.
They say that a couple times
Yeah,
in
you
the
can't
film.
say Lyft or Uber.
Yeah.
Just say a rideshare.
You'd think you'd just say, I'm going to get you a ride.
Yeah.
Would be the human way.
That
to
would
do
be
it.
the human way
I'll
to
get
say
you a
it.
ride.
My theory is that they wanted product placement from Uber, and then when they couldn't get it,
just
they
parentheses.
just replaced everything in the script with rideshare
Right?
without really checking if that made any sense.
Right.
Oh boy. Yeah, actually that sounds
That's
really,
actually
really true.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she then beats Doreen with a bat.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
she's like, I
Really
beat that
escalated.
bitch with a bat.
And then there's a song. And then she
I
makes
beat
a song.
that bitch with a bat. You know that song? I beat that bitch with a bat. I beat that bitch with a bat.
And then there's like a horn.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. We should make that song.
Actually, we got to make it.
I beat that. Yeah. Someone remix that.
Actually, we're gonna make that song.
Right. That's the new outro. Okay. All right.
I
Great.
will fucking do it. I don't care.
Sure. So Jessica wakes up or Jessica comes in on all this scene here, and she's like, "Oh, what happened?" And Skylar's like, throws the bat. She's like, "Oh,
The bloody bat.
yeah."
It's
Like,
an
oh, she's
an
drunk.
aluminum Louisville.
Yeah, yes,
Just
totally.
Like, clang, tang, clang, clang in the garage.
Like she fell, she's drunk.
Yeah.
Let's
Which
take her
she was
home.
very drunk.
She was. So they take her home, and she's like, "I'm never drinking again. I can't believe I got this out of control."
And
Wait.
in her never drinking again thing, she opens her bedside table drawer, pulls out a bottle of vodka, and throws it away in her bedroom trash can, like a little tiny
just
one.
like, dunk.
It's like 2 feet away from where it was before.
It's also a cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
right.
like, there's ice in it too.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
It's so great, so
It's
great.
cooled off. I better take another pull.
So Jessica doubles down on her vlog, she's like 100% into it, and I think Skylar like gives her a contract or something, and she's like, okay, here's a contract, and Jessica's like, great, I'm so excited to be working with you. I'll take this to my mom and check it over. The mom looks it over and she's like, honey, baby, sweetie, this is a 10-year contract, and it's like a really like legal jargon stuff. Like, I don't think you should sign this. I should have a lawyer look at it.
Yeah.
And Jessica's
That's
like,
smart.
Mom,
I'm good.
I just want to have a fashion vlog.
Mom, you're so boring. Fuck.
And her mom's like, Skylar must have had a lawyer work on this, or a team of lawyers.
Yeah.
It's like, once again, how is this kid such a good manager?
Well,
there's so much happening off screen.
I don't know. I don't know, because I'm waiting for this to be revealed, but maybe it's not going to be.
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
So we get more montages of makeovers because Jessica's like really blowing up, and suddenly she's a hairstylist too, and she's like, I think your bangs would look really good like this, and you know.
Need a blowout, girl.
No qualifications
Right.
on this, just kind of
all of a
guesswork.
sudden a hairstylist in a salon.
Hit a bitch with a bat. Hit a bitch with a bat.
And there's like real hairstylists there doing it who must be like, come on, like,
Right,
you
she's
don't know what
probably
you're
just
talking
like,
about.
she's like, hairstylist, do the hair, and then I'll just talk about it. That's what I would do if I was an influencer.
That's what I would do. Why? You don't have to be a hairstylist, be an influencer. You just show a thing.
Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look great? I had nothing to do with it, but I'm taking credit.
Doesn't it look great? I'm me. Anyway, here's my face.
Here I am.
Yeah.
So
Don't forget to rate and subscribe.
right. So Doreen is still
But really, that's what we do,
Right.
too. Like, we're trying to do that.
Oh,
we always
yeah.
say rate and subscribe.
totally rate and review the podcast.
But you can't see. But the problem is you can't see us point
We are
down.
pointing
we
down.
always point down when
We're
we say
always pointing down when we say that.
it. So Doreen is like sober now, and she's living her sober life, and she's like, okay, Skylar, like, I've come to the realization that you killed your mother for insurance money, and that's how you have all this money to like manage people. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
The evidence for it is pretty wild too.
what is the evidence? Because I don't even understand.
Well, she says, I went to the library. And you're like, I don't think they do crimes there.
Yeah, no,
though.
that's where you do. That's the best
And-
place to do.
And then she's like, well, the night mom died, you said you were at a movie.
Yes.
And you're like, okay. And she's like, I checked the movie listings, and there wasn't a movie that night. It was a live event.
case solved.
And she's like, I can go to the police with it. She's like, this is evidence. I can go to the police.
You know? I mean,
Like cue forensics files
Right,
music
yeah.
playing like boom,
well, Drew, you might not take it serious of this evidence, but Skylar is very concerned about what this implicates.
She's like,
and she goes to Denny's and she kills Doreen. She stabs Doreen. Like, we get a slow Doreen, like,
at Denny's.
at Denny's.
In the back.
In the back.
She's wearing like a dark baseball
Yeah, and
hat.
she takes her purse and like dumps all the contents out so it looks like a robbery, and she like kicks her as she's like leaving, you know? She's like, fuck you, Doreen.
Did she at least steal from her fake steal?
No, she just dumped all her purse
Oh,
stuff.
then that's not a robbery.
I know.
We've forensic files.
We learned Skylar's
That's-
not the best at these plans she
Well,
has.
she's been good so far.
I mean,
So far
sure,
she's been
but
fine
she
at it.
always leaves something to be desired.
Yeah, like the scrubs, you need to throw those away.
Like
girl.
the scrubs. Yeah. Did she have the right shoes? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Did she
Probably a
push
foot-
Monica hard enough? No, she
It's
didn't.
probably a fucking footprint.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
Go to the library for that.
So this
Go
is
to
the
the library for
second
the-
death connected to Skylar, and Jessica's mom's like, I think you shouldn't hang out with her anymore, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica's like, Mom, we have a contract.
God.
Well, she's really nice about it. This daughter is like so nice.
Oh, that's the one that was
Yeah.
on the clip.
yeah, the blonde daughter.
They have more of a like
yeah,
what you said, yeah.
they're like really nice. Actually, they had a really good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
for
had-
like
yeah,
these
they
type of
had-
movies.
What did you say? It was that that from that clip, that relationship.
Oh, it was like the Gilmore
Yeah,
Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
They have
sorry,
nice
yeah.
banter.
Yeah,
Yes.
it had that like they're besties.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Well, and they go to Doreen's funeral with Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
And Skylar's like really trying to pretend she's sad about it. It's like, you know what? In these really hard times, like, it's super important that you sign that contract now.
yeah, yeah.
Like now more than ever.
This is a good.
Doreen would have
Yeah.
wanted you to.
Right. And Skylar pitches to Jessica. She's like, we'll move to New York. We'll get a condo or like a apartment, and we'll bring in a bunch of vloggers, and I'll manage them all, and you all live under my roof. And
it becomes a kind of like
we're gonna move
Charles Manson thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have all of you there.
Yeah, you'll all be there.
You'll all live there.
So she's like, yeah.
You'll all have your tops off.
She's a cult leader.
Yes, she is. So, and she's like, also, I'm going to throw you a 200,000 follower party.
That's
just like she did
the
with Monica.
That's the benchmark to do it at.
I guess
That's
so.
when you've made it.
It's right, yeah, 200,000
All right,
followers.
well, when we get to 200,000 followers, somebody better throw me a party.
We should have a 5,000, at least.
No, I want 200 or nothing. Okay, so everyone tell your friends about the podcast.
Everyone tell your friends about the podcast.
So Skylar kind of notices that things are not going. She's like kind of noticing they're pulling back, and she's getting upset. We had a dream sequence here that I really was confused about because it wasn't clear that it was a dream sequence.
Dream sequences are not good most of the time.
Yeah. So what happens is Jessica's tied up in her sleep. She wakes up and she's like, "Oh no, I'm tied up. Oh no!" And Skylar's there, and she's like, "You should have signed that contract. You should have listened to me." She screams
and then
me
she
like
trying to
like,
go after her vagina.
I can't explain. Stop it.
I don't think there's anything really sexual about.
No.
She like her where she gets pleasure from is managing social media personalities.
Yeah.
Like
We'll
it's
see.
it's a hyper focus for her.
We'll see.
Right.
We'll see about
But
that.
it's just a dream, so they wake up or whatever. And I was like, fine. So Jessica tells her mom, she's like, things are weird. You know, I'm not really feeling good about this. I think that Jessica might be responsible for Monica's death. I just have a feeling.
Wait, what's the dream? Did she have like makeup on it? She was like tilting her head again.
Yeah.
In the
And
dream.
she like, just like, so Jessica wakes up from the dream and she's like, Skylar killed Monica. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So they go to the
Guaranteed.
hospital.
Guaranteed.
They go to the hospital. They find the night nurse. And they're like, hello, nurse. Hello, nurse. And
Hello, nurse. You're a
Right?
very attractive nurse. Anyway,
yes. And they're like, can we check out the footage from the night that Monica died? And the nurse is like, follow me. No
for
problem.
sure. No one's asked for that information.
And they
'cause
review
cops
the
here are
footage.
terrible.
They see Skylar's car pull into the parking lot, and then they see her get out in a nurse's outfit. And they're like, oh my God.
And they're like zoom into the
Enhance.
picture.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Go to that reflection. What's the reflection?
And they're like, oh my God. Oh my God. And instead of going to the police, they come up with a plan, Jessica and her mom. So the mom's going to go home and have the phone ready to call 911.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And Jessica's going to go to the party and she'll bring Rick to protect her, the football guy. And that's the plan.
Nope. That's a bad plan.
That's the plan.
Bad plan.
So at the party,
Which is at like a club.
it's at a club. Skylar's there with all her teens. Like they're like preteens almost.
Yeah, there's some groupie
Yes, they're
jams
all
going
there.
on.
They're ready, and she's like, "Oh my God, where have you been? We've already missed the 200,000 followers. We have way more than that. You've ruined everything. But get on stage." So Jessica runs up on stage. She's like, "Thank you to all the fans. I'm so grateful." And then she has a whole speech about like social media, and she's like, "Social media can be great, but social media can be dangerous. Social media could be deadly. You could be a deadly influencer." She doesn't say deadly influencer, but she should.
Oh, she doesn't?
No,
Oh,
not
that
in
would
this
have been an
one.
automatic
I know,
pour it
automatic
up.
pour it up. But she's basically like, social media can ruin your life, and everyone's like, "What? What? We're Instagramming this right now." And she's like, "You could end up like Monica." And then the police jump in,
They're, like,
and they
walking
grab
through the
Skylar.
crowd.
Yeah, they grab Skylar, and she's like, "Get off of me! Get off of me! I'm gonna kill you!"
And then she points to Jessica, and then everyone in the audience, she goes, "I made you. I made all of you."
Yeah.
Yes.
And they
Good,
drag her away
good.
as she's screaming.
They got more points now.
Yeah.
From that.
Everyone's filming her too, so it's like a commentary on
It's like,
no one
now
being in the
you're
moment.
the-
Now
the
she's
fool.
she's on social media.
Yep.
So everyone's filming with their smartphones, and then Jessica is still on stage, and she's like, "Hello, can everyone turn back to me now?" And she's like, "Okay, now that I have your attention, I have a speech. Now I'm going to act the speech for you. I haven't acted in a while on the podcast."
Okay. No.
Our true friends and our true families, they're not clicks or likes. They're real people. who love us. IRL. That means in real life. Dun, 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 you know? And then she's like, everyone take a moment of silence for Monica. And she holds up her phone in the air and she turns it off.
Ooh.
Crucially,
I like
though,
that.
she doesn't. She holds her phone up and hits the button on the side
It's a
once.
sleep button.
Yeah, she locks her phone, and then everyone in the audience holds up their phone and they just lock the screen, as if that means anything.
You know, it's kind of symbolic. I get it. That's kind of cool.
I'm doing it now.
Like, I'm
Guys,
turning
right
off
now,
my phone.
we're doing it
Actually,
right
no,
now.
though, because I do want to check some stuff.
I'm doing it right now.
Yes.
Oh,
And they
hold on,
all
I got
hold
a
it up.
I got a message real
right?
quick. Hold on.
Yeah, right?
I'll do it now.
Yes.
Actually, give me 1 second. Okay.
Like, there's no symbolically
now
turning
I'll
off
do
your
it.
phone.
Right. It was really just funny. And everyone's holding up their phones and the camera slowly fades to black. The end.
Wow, that's the end of the movie?
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
It
the
was-
mom's there too. Like a full Carrie moment.
The whole thing.
Yeah, she runs in and she holds up her phone too.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, I
Me
don't
too.
care.
And it's like a flip phone. She's like, I can't do the
Yeah,
cool thing
yeah.
you guys did.
It's a Nokia.
But I
It's
can
like an
actually
old
turn it
Nokia.
off, maybe.
Right, I could flip it shut.
Like,
It was
wow, I just-
midnight, like past midnight when I finished this movie, and in my thin wall apartment building, I was screaming at the screen, "None of you turned your phones off,
None of you
you
did
dumb
this."
assholes!"
Yes. Yes.
Well, you don't know. Maybe were they holding it down?
right.
'Cause
You
that
know?
would-
No,
Turn it
because
off?
you could see the screen, and it
You
just
see- it's like screen
faded
off.
quick
"Get."
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. And it was like
That's
it
cool,
was
though.
kind of like a
I like
Mean
it.
Girls ending, the ending of Mean Girls, but with way worse writing and no Lindsay Lohan.
I also don't think that the lesson to be learned from any of those murders had anything to do with social media.
No, because social media had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Just the one girl's ambition.
No,
Yeah.
I think I disagree. I think it means turn your phone off.
Okay.
Forever.
Or else,
And never
or else
use your
someone
phone
might
for
kill their
anything
mom
ever. Yeah.
and their cousin.
That's what
and
I get.
some other
That's
person.
what I'm
Very
getting from this.
true.
They should show this in a high school PSA video.
Yes. Okay, so on the podcast, we either pour it up or put a cork in it. Tyler, what are you going to do to this movie?
Putting a cork in it is bad, right?
That's right.
I'm gonna put a cork in it because
And why?
I think the people who made this movie did not know enough about social media or fashion to convince me that the characters in the movie did.
Sure.
That's fair.
So a lot of things just didn't make any sense. Like all of this weird success they had was just very unearned.
yeah.
Right.
Don't
It's
you
just, like,
think it's kind
automatically-
of unearned in real life, though?
Well, what's
I'm
her
just
name on the
gonna put it
YouTube thing?
out
Probably
there.
did some stuff,
Yeah, she's-
whatever
yeah,
her name
she's
was.
Quirky.
Who, Emma?
Yeah, the
Oh,
one
yeah.
you showed us.
Quirky
Yes.
jams.
Yeah,
She's cool.
Emma, if you want to be on the podcast,
I'd die. And
Definitely
we
be on
would
the
we would get 200 followers then, 200,000 followers.
we
then.
would get
as dumb-
at least 200,000.
as dumb as influencers are, I think they do more work than this movie.
Yes, they edit their own
pretended to.
shit and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
They do get really good at editing. I can
Yeah,
give them that.
I mean, the editing on Emma Chamberlain's videos are amazing.
yeah, they're fun.
She's good.
Like zoom in.
She's
left
good.
over,
We'll
zoom
watch
in.
one. We'll watch one while we're waiting for our next guest.
Anyway.
Okay, Drew, what are you gonna do?
I'm pouring it up. I'm gonna pour it up.
And why?
Just because you guys explain it to me, it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun to me, and I kind of like that ending where they're like, turn it off, or just like for now, or just put your phone to sleep right now.
Yes.
Instead of usually like they do, what do they do at concerts now? Everyone uses their
Oh
phone
yeah,
instead of a lighter.
Yeah, a flashlight. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so stupid.
I'm always
It
in
is so
favor of people
stupid.
turning their phones off. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love people being like, okay, let's turn it off.
Turn it
After
off.
they're all like filming and stuff, and she's like, fucking turn it off, dudes. Let's just have a good time together.
Yes.
So
So
I
I'm
don't know,
on the
it's fun.
fence about this one. So what I liked is that it didn't really lean into like mental health, like you're a crazy girl type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, she just was obsessive, compulsive about managing people. Maybe that could be a disorder of some kind where you get obsessed
Yeah.
with people.
Definitely something therapy would have helped with.
Sure. But it wasn't like,
Yeah.
I'm crazy,
Yeah.
So that's good. But also, like, there was no POCs in this movie, Drew. We didn't talk about that really, but it was, like, so weird. Like,
yeah,
I mean, even in
that's a
the
problem.
group scenes in the classroom, like, all that stuff.
There was, and this is not to be like, what about? Because I think it more proves your point. Like, one of her fans
Yes.
was an Asian girl.
Yes.
But, like, no, not named at all. So, like,
What about
does not add to representation.
What
in
about
any way.
Detective John Gange?
Oh, he might have been one of the detectives that
One of the cops that
dragged
yeah.
him off. At the
no
end.
lines. There'd be no reason you'd know his name
I don't.
except looking it up.
Right.
I knew his name
Yeah.
without
So,
looking it up. No,
you
that's not
know,
true.
I think I'm going to have to put a cork in it for that reason.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Both of your corks are fair,
Yes.
but also mine is fair. Too.
But did I watch this twice? Yeah, I did. So it can't be that bad, I guess. But cork in it. All right, let's do a Candace.
yeah.
Ooh.
What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé, eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. Okay, what you say, Candace Cameron Bure, the segment where we watch Candace's Instagram and we talk about it.
What did you say?
What did she say? So speaking of influencers, Brad Kemp wrote that music
Kemp.
with me. We had a day in the studio and we did that little song, the Candace theme song.
Oh, and they, they have
yes.
Brad Kemp,
Friend of
is
the pod.
Friend of the pod.
friend of the pod, friend of the whole network. He is in a comedy hip hop group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Handsome Naked.
Handsome Naked. They were on a
NBC
television
show.
yeah.
They're on some show, so you probably saw them
It
Bring
was
the
a
funny.
Bring the funny. Yeah,
with Keenan.
Yeah.
Keenan. Yeah, they did great.
yeah, they did great.
So,
They didn't win, but
well, you know, that's how those things go. No, not everyone can be Kelly
they
Clarkson.
were too good.
Yeah.
You know?
They were too good.
Yes. So just follow Brad Kemp at Brad Kemp Music because he's great.
I think a puppet one. A guy who does a puppet thing. I don't
Hey,
know.
the Muppets, you know?
Just like the election. Whoa.
Oh, this is now a political podcast.
Yeah, right. No way. Okay, here we go. I have a clip from Candace, and we will talk about it. It's great. It's a good one.
I'm excited.
Aurora Tea Garden, A Very Foul Play, is on right now. And I was watching and was laughing because I totally caught Miranda, who plays Lynn Liggett, trying to contain a laugh. She's fully cracking up. Okay, so ready? Watch Miranda.
Police believe he committed this other murder.
Well, they're still piecing together their evidence, although his fingerprints aren't on the
Trying
murder weapon,
not
and
to
there's
laugh
a
right
camera
here.
at the back of the Stopberg residence.
She totally is.
Disabled.
She is.
I keep rewinding and watching it. And I'm sure Miranda's laughing because Peter probably could not say one of his lines. I can see the stress in his face. Sometimes words just don't come out, and then it gets all of us. And oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Sorry, I'm laughing at your expense, Peter and Miranda.
Oh my god.
So she shades her co-stars
She
in a
totally
movie.
shades her co-stars.
Calls them out for totally breaking in
Does she
the shot
have-
that they chose.
Does she have a? I feel like that's one that she has like a
follow-up.
A follow-up. She's
Probably.
Like, Look, I didn't mean
Oh, God.
getting all these things with my. I didn't mean to. No, but she showed the clip,
Yes, and
It
she's
was
right.
very funny.
and
Very great.
and you could tell that that actress was
Breaking.
breaking in the middle. They like cut that like right before she's like.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
I get it.
Very good.
And I just loved Candace's pure glee at the expense of someone else, and she realizes it in the moment. And she's like, "Sorry, I'm I'm making fun of you for this, but it's hilarious." So Candace,
You know, Candace, here's the thing. Don't apologize for that. Fucking make fun of your friends. You know these people. You know these people.
you work with them. I'd make
if-
fun of you.
Yeah, I would. Look, I would be like, if me and Patrick were in like movie business,
Yeah.
or whatever business,
Sure.
Yeah.
and I saw, and I was like, oh, I know that fucking face. Maybe nobody else does,
Yeah.
but I know that Patrick's about to fucking crack.
Well, and we've all performed together, and like when one of us breaks, it's hilarious. Imagine if your buddy was
we're
like
really good at trying not to, and we do not want to. We're not we're not Jimmy Fallon. We're not like that kind of thing where you have to like.
So it's like imagine if your buddy was on like a national like film stage, on a big platform and was still breaking. Like that would
lose
be
my shit.
Phenomenally hilarious.
If I saw either one of you guys in like a show or a movie, probably a movie wouldn't have that. You'd do another take in a movie. But
sure.
like
sometimes you don't have enough time to redo it.
No, it's fine. That was the best one we got. So let's go.
That's it.
And if I saw you guys do that shit, I would lose my goddamn mind. I'm like,
yes. Wonderful. Well, Tyler, thank you so much for being here. Oh my God, it's a robocall. I've been getting so many robocalls.
Is that a
lately.
robocall?
I've been getting so
me too.
many.
There's so many robocalls.
I don't know what's going on. Insane.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah, it's called Robocall Podcast.
RoboCop.
Anyways, Tyler, do you have anything you'd like to plug in the pluggy time of the podcast?
Not really, no. I mean, I'm not much of an influencer, but you can follow me on Twitter at Tyler R. Davis.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, hopefully after this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
After this, you will be.
Okay, Drew, how about you?
Yeah, you can follow me at Drew Butt with Pants. You can also get on the old Spotify and iTunes, all that stuff for my band, The Limbos. Check us out.
Wonderful.
We're trying to get famous.
Yeah, you're being an influencer.
We're trying to be a music influencer.
Make sure your manager doesn't murder you.
Yeah, make sure your manager's not named Skylar.
Oh, and hey, if anyone knows of a good manager for a band,
hit us up. Please be in high school.
Not a murdery manager.
Please be in high school. I mean, I would want a murder manager if they wanted to murder me for not going with them and making me amazing.
Yeah, you have a point. And also, I think it'd be like we want a manager that like murders the scene.
Yes,
but not us.
Maybe murders the competition.
Yeah,
just murders.
Who does your manager murder?
All right. All this is alleged. Yeah. If this happens in real life, and police are looking at these old podcasts, all alleged.
All alleged.
All allegedly.
Everything we say is alleged. Everything.
Yeah.
None of the things we say are true.
None of this holds up in court. Okay. Great. Thank you both for being here, and thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime in Court. We watch these movies, so you don't have to. But if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime in Court. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. You can also call us at 874.
We're pointing down right now.
Oh, that's 872-267-4117 is our phone number. Call us and leave a request because we've been redeeming those, or what is that called? Fulfilling those requests.
We've been fulfilling any prophecy that anyone has thrown at us. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.